Welcome, everyone, to episode 21 of Severed Strings. Welcome to Arc 4 before the day is done.
Woo!
Yeah, welcome to I've Got the World on a String. Make your jokes about the title
I've
now.
got a worm on the string.
World
Where's
on a
the
string.
worm?
Where's the worm?
Fuck.
Wait, the world is the worm.
The world is on a
Oh my
string.
God.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, that
Yeah,
is
the
correct.
world.
Seven devils is a worm.
Alright, cool.
Ah!
Last time, Heffy punched a metaphysical concept in the face. What will happen today?
did.
Let's punch another one in the face.
We begin our story today a long time ago. There was a girl. Her name was Skyla Sinclair. And she had a very, very easy life that she sailed through with her stand. Luck be a lady. Everything she tried worked. Every problem avoided, just at the cost of, well, being a good person. Until one day, she succumbed to the only thing that all the luck in the world couldn't protect her from. Her own poor decisions. She lays slumped in a chair with a guy also slumped in a chair, needles around them, on New Year's Eve, motionless and unconscious. And then, eventually, when the fireworks start in the distance, there's three thuds as three figures land on the ground. She does not wake up. Oh, my fucking head. Kill. Fucking. The figure in the darkness stands up. Well, that could have gone better. Yeah, no shit. The figure in the darkness tilts their head and then starts to say something before 24K goes, "It's an expression? Pops, you really gotta fix that. It's so annoying to talk to them." I believe that is what you would refer to as a you problem. Okay, maybe they're fine as is for now. Okay, let's see. What do we got? We got, well, I got some sick new threads. He kind of motions to his jacket. And, we got Liv. Hello, I am present. Yeah. So, alright, Pops, what's the kill? Alright, fair enough. The figure who was in darkness and seems to still be in darkness goes over to the two people that the others pay no mind. Creator. The human female has an aura of a stand presence. Liv bends over and looks at her, eye going up and down. She will soon be dead. There are too many miscellaneous drugs in her system. She will die in 8 minutes and 17 seconds. 16, 15, 14, 13, kill. Understood. Would you like me to list the miscellaneous drugs in her... Liv, just be quiet for a minute, okay? The figure takes a step back and simply stands there. Lillian walks over. 24K limps over. Well, I mean, if we could get her up, then she could probably sell it to me, but... Well, I mean, if Liv says she's not got time... Killian looks at the woman, and then kind of shrugs, and then thrusts his hand into his own chest. and takes out a worm.
Thread? Hearts.
Or lanterns?
And then tosses the worm into the woman. It burrows into her chest. And then, after waiting a minute or so, not an explosion of blood, but no, actually, an explosion of blood is a good way to put it. And the worm pops back out, and then Killian grabs it. However, something else that happens is a form falls out of her. And Killian looks at the stand on the ground. 24K looks at the stand on the ground. That's new. Huh. The worm burrows back into Killian. Killian touches the stand, picks up an arm, it drops to the ground. And then, after 1 minute has passed, hello! Hey, again, Liv. May I suggest a test? Killian and 24K look between each other. Kill. Try to put it in something reflective. She has a crystalline necklace that would be no trouble to remove. Killian does so. As this happens, 24K is like, how the hell did you figure that out again? Oh, it was simple to... You know what? I don't care right now. I'm hurting too much. Understood. I will tell you later. Define later, please. Why would you ask me to define later? Because every time you say later, it is a different amount of time. I am simply clarifying. About like the second later that I ever told you. Understood. I don't know how long the fuck that is. Anyway. And Killian puts the stand into the heart. And then the stand is resummoned. Huh. That's useful. But what's with the, He looks at the happy face before just looking back to the stand. What do you think she does, Liv? Well, if I had to guess, The heart falls to the ground. As a sound of silence exits Skyla. Need? And it then slowly floats down into the ground. And the two stands simply disappear back into the heart. Eventually, the bodies were found and taken away. No one paid any mind to the random little heart necklace on the ground, because why would they? But eventually, someone found it. And that person went on the best winning streak of their life. Until they were bragging about it too much, and then in their sleep, someone slit their throat, and then took his good luck charm. And this happened again, and again, and again. One person to the next, one person to the next, one person to the next. Until eventually, someone found it who didn't just use it as a good luck charm. And then, after a short amount of time with that, Elle walks in, kind of fiddling with her dress and everything. Well, this mask thing is weird. I'm taller. Hello! She looks behind her, somewhat frightened by the sudden hello. How the fuck did you get in here? Oh, that's a long story. Long story. Not the point. You smell nice. You smell familiar. He keeps backing up. The figure keeps going towards. Why are you only wearing shorts? Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Okay, pervert. I was sent to get you. Get me? How? Oh, to bring you somewhere. I was told that you would probably remember. Let's see, a small guy, says kill. Recollection on her face. Huh? Small man, says kill. Uh-huh. She kind of mumbles something to herself, and then her confidence is back. Will you leave? Yes. It'll be fine. One meeting is all. Okay. Fair. Yeah, so anyway, that's how we got her back. 24-karat magic. Telling a story to the branded statue while drinking some tea. Part of the bottom of his golden wraps have folded back, opening his mouth and his nose, which drips just a tad of blood. Yeah, but, she being you, but, well, she had a connection at that point. You know, I never thought about it. That thing next to her kind of looked like... So we could do that attack on the shelter place. And, of course, you know where that went, what with, what just happened. 24K looks up at the chain missing. Where does that lead? Okay, let's see. He puts down the cup of tea. I'd give it to you, but, well, you're not supposed to eat before surgery. See ya! Talk to you again later. Where did that chain go? Okay. Let's find out. Okay. Slightly northeast. A bit science-y. Big red light. Wait. Oh god. He runs up to this computer, starts typing some things in. Oh god, I swear if the goddamn chain that they broke. He starts typing in things. Only one cell is locked. How the fuck? Okay, only one chain was broken. Even if that all went there, that's only enough to break like maybe 10 of the cells, and that'd be easy to contain. What? Oh no. Oh, wait. No. Not that one. Any of them could have gotten free. Any of them, but please do not let it be that one. Fuck. I gotta find Pops. Right when we were planning to fucking... He looks down the hall. Hey. Hey, Mr. Fear, you wouldn't happen to remember how you got... Okay, he remembers how he got here! He slams the door shut behind him. Okay. New way to get back. Okay, let's see. Okay, I need to go fast. A stand manifests around his legs. Okay, yeah, this is a door. Okay, cool. Let's see where this leads. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny. I'll use the next one. Okay, not that door. Okay. Let's try. He goes through this door. Okay. He starts running along. This door. Oh. Okay. It's just a zombie. I still don't know why they're zombies. Okay, nope, that's not just a zombie. Okay, bye. Okay, Pops, the give hearts got out, including that one. You know the one. And then another hops through the wall. There is now a hole in the shape of it. It looks at 24 karat magic. 24 karat magic has not noticed it yet. Yeah, okay, yeah, some of them got out. Fucking, Mr. Fear, Music for Sad People, I think I saw Panic at the Disco. No, that wasn't Panic at the Disco. He turns around. Found Feel Good Inc. And then he starts running down the hallway again as a thing starts to run after him, like a lizard would. And that's where we stop watching 24K.
Oh, there you all are.
Everything going good down on this end.
It's a real mess of all sorts of noises out there. I am greatly relieved to see all of you with all of your limbs still attached.
I would like to think that we cut it a little bit closer than we should have. But yeah, everyone's holding on.
Yes, we are all good.
So what's the sitch? You got any info for us?
Bagulji, in fact, I think that, reasonably, this would probably, make you more, panic a bit. Basically, there were crowd noises and everything, right? And then they all suddenly stopped.
I was listening for the longest time to the whole gathering going on in the central square, but just recently. How recently?
10 minutes ago? Not long.
About 10 minutes ago, they all just went bloody quiet. Dead quiet.
That's bad. One of the current running theories we've got is that they're looking for a way to quickly and silently get rid of everyone in this city. If they've gone silent, you need to get up there, y'all.
How did things look from up top? Did you see anybody out there?
Frank's kind of breathing heavy a bit.
Franklin, are you okay?
Yeah. I think Vard's exhaustion's finally getting to me after the whole adrenaline's wearing off.
Shoot.
Will you be alright?
I'm not gonna die, but walking's kinda hard.
I'm gonna snap my fingers, create an offshoot here with a bed. If he's just gonna, instead of like saying anything, just gonna silently step here, pull up the covers, and just be like...
Little offshoot,
Yeah.
little door.
Just like, it just pops into existence, just like, yeah, sit down for a sec. Take a load off.
Sits.
I was about to go take a peek at things, see if I could get like visuals on the situation. Honestly, anything to help at this point.
Yeah.
All right, watch my back.
I'm gonna send men at work with Pagulga.
The first thing that you notice is that the metal has started to get cold.
Something's happening, you guys. I don't know if it's just my circulation, but does it seem rather cold down here to anybody else? Like maybe, I don't know. Is it like drafty or just a little bit more icy than usual? Oh dear.
It's snowy.
No.
Oh no. Yep, that's certainly icy.
That is definitely ice.
Hey, was anybody hoping for a white Christmas this year?
If the goals you look down, Felix would be pointing at Tempest.
Oh no.
Well, I've got good news for you, Mr. Icicle. school's been cancelled.
Snow day?
Ah, humbug.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to see any ice sculptures out there, would you?
Well, I was hoping to see a plow coming through, but I don't think there's anybody around to operate them.
There's footsteps coming towards you from the ice. Very slow, very bulky footsteps.
Holding on. I'm starting to pick up life signs. I'm going to come back down to you guys now. I heard it clear as day. Someone's definitely crunching across the snow up there. But from what I could ascertain, only one of them. Seemed awfully big. Maybe it's that, what's his name? The big fella that we ran into in the park.
Sandman?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm surprised you forgot his name.
My mind's been a whole mess of different things right now.
Doesn't he have a sticker on him right now, though?
That's what I was thinking. So, but I just wouldn't take any chances.
It's also possible they've put some sort of gatekeeper in there, you know? Something to keep meddlers out.
Oh.
Hopefully it's not
Ooh.
big, tall, and hungry.
I really hope it's not that.
I think we need to get in there no matter what it is.
I'll tell you something, though. I'm not afraid to say it. With all my crocodile rocks out there, I am right chilly.
Here, let me in. I'm gonna bring out a snow miser and extract a little bit of cold from a Golgi just to warm him up a little bit.
Oh, thank you for that.
Can I... Okay, so shelter's, like, been unbullshitified, right? So is it possible for me to put,
Yes.
have the... Because we're in a warehouse and all this, and this is like a pipe in the warehouse and all that. Can I have the ACU going by so that some heat can be extracted? Like, just, put that heat tunnel
Okay,
here and
yeah.
just have Men at Work turn it on?
Yeah, I like that idea. There's a small little vent.
Sweet. I want to make sure that down here, especially so we don't leave Franklin and they don't get like hypothermia while we're gone.
Yeah. Mr. Ghana walks over and goes, I can stay and make sure that Franklin is alright.
Yeah. All right.
Please.
This just so happens to be a situation where Ghana draws a line, like, now no one can come in.
If he just does a little salute, a little smiling at him. Thanks, Kana.
I'm not useful in many situations, but this is one of them.
That seems like you're selling yourself short.
My ability.
Yeah.
She's gonna toss a hard hat in.
The hard hat goes onto the wall.
That's the equivalent of her
Oh,
offering support for him.
Oh, hey, yeah. There you go. That works.
On the way by, I think Heffy's just gonna like place a hand on Felix's shoulder and just be like, "You good?"
Yeah, I just was thinking a lot. I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Alright,
Too much.
just try and stick close, I guess. Alright, y'all. Let's see what Winter Wonderland's got prepared for us.
I didn't bring a coat.
Guess you're just going to freeze.
He pulls out a hard hat and tosses it to Toby.
Snow miser
Excuse
flips
me.
over.
At least my hair buns won't freeze.
The top of your head's where most of the heat comes out. Heffy wags the finger.
I thought that was the feet.
Actually, both.
Please both if I'm ready.
Snow miser will warm Toby up a little bit.
Thank you, Snow Miser.
So Felix would just put on the typical button-up she would wear as a man, and then offer, like, walk over and offer the coat to Toby.
Toby will take the coat.
Can I get us into a building so we can have some sort of defense to look out? Instead of just being on the
Yes,
streets.
you can. Oh, there's a small little shed thing here, so I'm just gonna say you guys are in it. It's just a simple wooden
Alright.
shed.
All right, everyone. Stay low. Stay quiet. Okay, yeah, I could do that.
Alright.
You act as if I'm not a phantom thief.
Lucky you, half of us aren't.
You hear the footsteps, Bagulgi, as they get louder, and now it is snowing. Now you see now that like you're not just popping up to look. It looks like it's snowing lightly.
Cicero lays on his tummy. Is this good? Right. We are just warning you if something starts to happen.
You're doing great, Cicero.
Thank you.
The footsteps closer until eventually everyone else can also hear them.
That's pretty loud, isn't it?
It's pretty loud. And then what's causing it at the end of the street with the snow?
No.
Wait.
Oh
I don't
no.
like to look at that.
I know what that is.
Oh my god, this is the immortality.
I know who that
I look like
is.
soldier.
What's it say on his arm?
Evidence? Or independence,
Yes.
maybe?
The figure walks out with knives and swords and all sorts of weapons sticking out of its back. Scratches all over it, and with what looks to be little metal around it. Floating. What seems to be things growing out. Like, if it were a wooden doll, it is being rotted and things are growing in it.
Neat. Alright.
I'll say that you guys can see it somehow, even though it's on the other arm, technically, because on its arm, it says Providence.
Providence.
That's one nasty looking bugger. What is that?
Felix, I assume you're looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Purple says in your head, get the fuck down. Get down. Get down. He sticks his head out of Felix for a second. Get down, everyone.
I believe so.
Tempest gets down.
Purple, what is that?
Okay. So, it doesn't look exactly the same, but I'm not a fucking idiot. That looks really similar to Duke Wynn's stand.
How was that possible?
Isn't he dead?
I don't know. I thought he was dead.
Fucking 25 said he
the
just
hell
pushed
is
him
that
off a
doing
cliff.
here?
I swear to God.
Well, actually, no. It was a building. And
Building, cliff,
it's
whatever.
kind of. He most certainly did seem to be dead, considering that I saw his dead body.
Okay, that's more of a clarification than I got from Basketball Boy. Alright? So what the
No,
hell?
lots of people saw him. He's definitely dead.
Just a question, but wasn't there a guy that could take stands from dead people?
Fair enough.
Be in range.
Are y'all thinking a nightmare stand?
Drugs?
Could be.
The stand starts to look around.
Wesley, I'm going to use Men at Work's ability. It's currently snowy out there, right? And there's artificial sunlight going
Correct.
down. I'm going to use my construction knowledge in order to change the type of glass on the window in order to make it one of the ones that has snow glare. A specific type of glass in which, when there's snow on the outside, it's very hard to see in.
That's some good JoJo shit. And it starts to move on. The footsteps eventually fade.
So, is the bad man gone?
For now,
We probably could have taken him.
like a salt. Purple, what do you know about that guy?
Okay, well, the other was 5 years ago, but it's still sort of in my head. Happened to be there. Wasn't pretty. Oh, okay. Something about there were hundreds of thousands of them, but they were only like, I don't fucking know, 6 inches tall?
That one's not 6 inches. So,
Definitely
I'm
not.
intimately acquainted with rulers, and I can confirm.
Well, it might have just been an illusion of depth. He might have just been really, really close.
If that's the stand ability of this thing, someone shoot me.
Isn't there like a fable about that or something?
I think he's got that covered, if anyone here doesn't.
Like when you're the furthest away
Wicked
from the
looking
danger,
weapons.
they seem really, really big and scary, but the closer and closer you get, the smaller and smaller it shrinks. I don't know, something like that.
I'm just curious, but did anyone else see the weird stuff growing out of it? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
almost like it was
Yeah.
some sort of stand zombie.
Yeah, I saw that too. You mentioned that it bears a resemblance to Duke Wynn's colony stand.
Yeah.
We saw the attack on Shelter. Everything was on fire, but this time around, everything seems to be frozen over. I don't know about that. Tempest, you've looked into your family history a little bit. Do you have maybe on your father's side, like an uncle or a cousin that maybe you didn't know about?
Someone who really loved the Cold War.
Westley?
Hey, Tali's found one of my
Oh, I
jokes.
saw it immediately. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly the resemblance is there, but circumstances and the fact that it was 8 feet tall. I don't know. That seems like a bit of a striking difference. Maybe some sort of counterpart.
No relation. But if there's a single part of that man still standing, I will not stand for it.
Are you sure? Maybe it's a situation of somebody who's related to your family that you just don't know about. Like maybe somebody was separated at birth.
Let's be honest here, Regalja.
Orphaned.
We know that the perpetrator of these events is most likely a megalomaniacal mad scientist known for splicing stand DNA together. I don't want to be blunt, but I think the absurdist idea of some resurrected nightmare is almost more likely than a long-lost third cousin.
I hate to admit it. I think you're right.
And
So we know that
it's just not.
after somebody's gone, there can still be parts of the stand that linger.
Yeah. And
Just ask Jonah.
I don't think that the sanctity of the grave is something he much cares for. If it's doing rounds like a soldier, it's most likely going to come back by here again. Which means we gotta find a way past it if we want to get to whatever's the root of all this.
I can bring Rock back to us, and sort of from here we can move with a web of little crocodiles around listening for us. So yeah, if it starts coming again, I'll be able to tell you from where, which direction.
Push comes to
You'll
shove,
be able to duck down and hide.
we're in danger, I can drop us into the sewers.
Hey, sounds good.
Did that thing have any emotions?
That thing did have emotions.
Oh, that's great.
Purple, I'll say he just noted it in your head, so you can say it now.
Yeah.
As a note, the stand years ago did not.
By the way, just putting this out there, Mr. Purple said that they didn't used to have emotions, that stand. Now it does.
And what is that abomination feeling?
What's the vibe for the day for Mr. Big, Tall, and Lumbering?
It has the emotional state of someone trying to negotiate something.
Very
Like a Cold War.
Yeah, kind of like. Yeah.
So it's like it was trying to negotiate, but also a little bit of anxiety.
Negotiate.
Negotiate?
Negotiate with
Anxiety?
who?
There was no one else here. That's
But
a weird emotion to get from it.
Toby, every single one of your friends is their own entity, yes? And they can all
Yeah.
communicate to each other, yes?
Yeah.
What if that's a similar situation as that one? It's connected to a hive mind of other stands linked to it, and it was trying to
Trying
negotiate.
to negotiate with itself, then?
Providence. I'm no English major. Tobes, what's Providence mean?
Like guardianship, like taking care of something, like typically related to a god. The god provides the providence,
So, what if it's
providing for something.
like a you said there was a bunch of them, Purple. What if it's like a military commander and it's trying to keep its little ones from squabbling?
Purple sticks his head out. God, I don't want that to be it.
Oh, well, it's a
I have another idea.
thought.
Whatever I'm heavily assuming, that this Duke Wind fellow may be brought back to life.
Mm-hmm.
What if he's bargaining with whatever, air quote, self-proclaimed god for his life?
Doesn't.
And he's anxious because if he screws up whatever this plan going on is, his life is easily snuffed out.
It's over for him. No more chances. Abby just closes her eyes for a second. Tempest.
Yes.
What do you think here, old man?
We were never particularly close. Work was more important than spending a single moment with his son. And after learning what he did, to be quite honest, I hate the bastard. Why? Does it matter?
Yeah. Because if you cared, I would have held back. She smiles.
Oh, this is a great line.
Oh, that is fucking haunting. That is haunting.
Get moving before he comes back.
Yes, one thing's for sure. It certainly is no jolly old Saint Nick coming down the streets to deliver toys to all the good stand girls and good little stand boys as well. I was worried for a second there because I forgot to put my clogs out on the step.
Okay. We're met with a crossroads. Do we follow it, or do we go back where it came from?
I'm listening in on the direction it came from. I don't hear anything else.
I am undecided.
There's two things that move on occasion. They're coming from different areas, so unless they don't really move at the same time often,
Okay.
but they're definitely two distinct things. Every so often, you hear a shum, and then nothing.
That's
All right, a quick update for the rest of you. Aside from the fellow that we just saw stopping by, I am also picking up some sound signatures from two other individuals, as well as something moving incredibly quickly every once in a while. It's all coming from that way, back towards the square.
and the square's where everyone was gathered at. And I'm still worried about the others, I think.
Something happened to him. Don't know what.
Let's worry about making our way towards the square first.
I'm just gonna
We can try
hop
to get
up.
eyes on the situation.
Pop a door here. Open it up. Look around. And I'll share everyone else when she sees that it's clear. And, just going this way. Are these shards of ice kind of sticking out of the ground?
Yes.
Do they look like they've grown out of the ground or that they've fallen from above?
Good question. They do in fact look like they are growing from the ground.
Spooky.
Now that you're looking at everything, as you guys sort of keep going, not only does it look like they're growing from the ground, as you get closer, you see they are growing from the ground.
Currently growing.
It's
Actively
very
growing.
slow, but they are actively growing.
You know, it's kind of strange. I get like the weird kind of feeling or like instinct to be swinging a flashlight around in every direction right about now. I don't know why.
I don't know what rate could be the points from it, but Snow Miser would be absorbing
Definitely,
cold as he's walking along.
So, under the sidewalk here, can I just test the ground before we keep going? Just like hold a hand out to Pagolji and Cicero to stop them. I want to put in a heated sidewalk and see what it does. It's a thing that's very common in Japan nowadays that they're testing, and definitely in the future will be a thing that is just everywhere. So,
Yeah,
Probably
I think that's a
very easy to
reasonable
just
test.
put that in and see if it would work.
Yeah. Like a line of the heated sidewalk kind of makes it where on that area there's less snow. There's still some.
Okay, and this is the other thing I want to do. Can I brickwork butterfly real quick? I rarely get to use this ability, and I thought it would be very interesting. Can I do it so that this section here has always had a heated sidewalk? Thus looking and seeing if over time all the snow would have gone away.
Okay. Not all the snow is melted. There's still some, and there's still some ice shards. But, and as you look ahead, there are quite a lot of ice shards everywhere. But if you had to say, this would be a pretty suitable path to walk straight to town square.
Fuck yeah, alright. That gets my worry out of the way. Hale? Don't really know what this unnatural snow would be doing. But probably best not to test the waters, so she, just kind of taps the ground. Unstir from the path.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good idea. I swear, if we reach the square and we're just greeted by a sea of spirits frozen in big ice crystals, I'm gonna have nightmares.
Please don't will that into existence yet.
I'm shivering just thinking about it.
Can Heavy roll brains for me real quick? You notice that as they grow, some of them get hints of red, and then as they get bigger and as you get closer, when you look into a big one, you know how light reflects and you can see reflections and all that. When you look inside, it looks like there's a person. A person. I'm
gonna turn Cicero's head away from the ice crystal.
Yeah. Oh, what a lovely building this is. Thank you for showing me.
The architecture.
And
mechanical eye looking the other direction.
Looking through and using your mechanical eye, you can see it's not actually a person. It's just like how light reflects through a prism to create a rainbow. These take light and then reflect.
Wait, that looks like a person.
What basically looks like a person right after an explosion has happened.
Okay.
Being thrown back, blood splattering, that kind of thing.
In bright red?
Yeah.
That's weird as fuck. I love it. Okay. Just keep that in my head, and I'll just note that. I don't think she's gonna say anything about it yet, because it doesn't seem like it means anything yet, but keep that in the back of my head.
And this is the part where I would have had you guys roll against the cold. But...
Howdy.
Howdy!
So there's heated sidewalk now, yes?
Yes.
I would like to have just the heat miser utilizing that as we walk.
I will let you obtain 1 point by the time you get there. When you eventually get to town square.
Ooh, those people. This is literally exactly what I expected to see. God damn it!
Yeah.
Fucking Super Mario Galaxying them. Why?
No.
They have, for lack of a better term, been Super Mario
They've
Galaxy.
been Super Mario Galaxy. Oh my god.
I know, this building is so old.
I tilt his chin.
Should I try thawing them out?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Probably. Hang on. Also, by the way, I'm not shocked by any of this. I've been looking at everything in the reflection of the windows.
Oh, you sneaky bastard.
I'm gonna come to this one, Wesley. I'm gonna try to use Snow Miser to melt the ice around them. I'd like to melt it in such a way that their head gets and torso gets thawed out first, to keep their arms and legs frozen at first, just to make sure they're not going to try to attack me.
Well, it just so happens that this one looks like a tiny toy car.
Okay.
I keep the axles frozen at first.
Okay. You start to thaw it out, and then Tempest, you hear something that sounds like a rocket.
Ooh.
Heading straight towards you!
Oh, fuck!
Yeah? Oh yeah, motherfucker!
Here you go.
Oh my god. Providence
Yes?
and Starlith
Charles Providence. I would like to have Snow Miser take all 5 points and encase this motherfucker in ice.
Okay. He's coming in on the rocket like a surfboard, grabbing the head of it, and now he's gonna use it like a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Stay out of my way, abomination!
And thanks to the light of Ghost,
Ooh.
just kind of out from your hand. I will note that the ice has already started melting.
I just happen to remember, Effie in this moment, seeing what Tempest is doing, her eyes go wide, and she realizes, she looks over to Men at Work. Psychically, she communicates with him. Men at Work, I'm gonna need you to send a message for me real quick. I just had an idea, and I think it might save Tempest's life.
Okay.
And remembering specifically the threats that Shelter made to the party earlier about what she could do, about how she could squish all of them like a bug in but an instant, Heffy has the ability to change blueprints, specifically at any point in time. She rarely does this at blueprints that exist currently. So, by spending a plots point to have When We Met Shelter handed off to Shelter a blueprint of Shelter, I can change that blueprint and just point things out to her and be like, hey, it would be really cool if you, like, I don't know, crushed this guy like a bug right here.
And you hear something from more towards the square as something shambles out from behind a tree.
Son of a bitch.
Tempest. What are you doing?
Setting these ones free.
Look at that thing.
Oh,
What
fuck
the
you.
fuck is that?
Fuck
Oh, look at that thing. Oh, look at that thing.
Oh, what the fuck?
Tempest looks over at his duke, at his father,
Classic Rohan W.
with just a look of pure contempt. What I should have did a long time ago, you bastard.
So, you want Jacob to protect the backline. Jacob can do that.
Thank you, Jacob.
Jacob will make sure that if there is something that tries to attack from the back, it will hopefully not.
So we just had to decide to start to melt, yeah? Heat Miser is going to flit over and going to start absorbing heat from the ice to slow or even stop the melting.
You do absorb a point of heat. However, it seems like it's way too hot to fully stop the ice from melting. That guy's thawing quick.
Alright. Tempest is going to look over at Duke, start walking that direction with Snow Miser behind them. How are you still here?
I have a job.
Yes, you do. I'll tell you what it is. Your job's to die! This time for good!
Oh, geez, this is a lot. Here, let me at least begin trying to defuse the situation a little bit. How about that, huh? As this guy is stuck in the ice, I'm going to start trying to dematerialize the missile using Act 1.
The light is being refracted through the ice.
Oh.
It's hard to aim.
Cicero is going to walk on up to here. Kind of just like hands behind back, just walking up. He's going to say, okay, so prepare yourself. Back from where I come from, usually when we have people coming back from the grave, they're usually, pretty nice and peaceful about it. So I don't really get to do this all that often. Get ready to be banished.
She's going to take out her blueprints, she's going to start scrawling, she's going to turn back to Men at Work, and she's just going to be like, okay, you see that big guy there? And she points to the one that's encased in ice that's slowly melting its way out. And you think the time's right, send these off to Shelter. And she's going to pass him a blueprint.
He does like a two-finger salute.
Alright, stay safe. She's going to take out a hard hat, put it on her own head, and she's going to run up. I'm going to see a secondary to dash, and I'm going to get up next to Tempest. Oh! You didn't tell me that your old man was, that's nasty.
No, he's just as ugly on the outside as he was the inside.
I got your back. Any plans?
Oh yeah, that's fitting.
Yeah, I got a plan.
Violent
I'm
spirits
going
seem
to
be that
break
way.
every single one of his fucking bones.
Okay, I'm gonna use my action. Mechanical Eye zones in on Duke. I want to look at him. We saw some sort of weird, like, forming and unforming deal going on the soldiers earlier. Is there something like that on him, too?
It basically looks like this guy's now. It looks like this guy's made of what was growing in the way of the...
Okay. So the thing that's in the back of that was in the back of the soldier, he's just all that. Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb here because as I look at him, I just want to try and analyze and use my turn for just a little monologue test the waters. And she's gonna go, okay, reanimated back from the dead, but not everything's the same. It's also on your stands. It's some sort of stand parasite, also reanimating them.
You are correct.
Hell yeah. Okay, that's my turn.
Duke looks forward with his soulless, eyeless eyes, his eye sockets, and then goes,
You need to learn how to behave.
and he takes his arm and then kind of just swings it out, and little pieces of himself go flying towards you guys.
Pulse the mechanical fist, and I'm going to try and punch him out of the air.
Okay.
I don't want this on my human flesh.
So I'm just gonna have Stillmiser bonk him out of the air with his beater.
And if I can, getting them to hit the ice, as opposed to getting them to hit Tempest.
Effie, you are able to punch the ones that are coming towards you out of the air, and towards the ice. It seems that very soon after they hit the ice and snow, they shrivel up. And Tempest, you hit them out of the air with your meter, but one gets through. It hits your shoulder, tears through the clothes.
You should behave.
You should be dead.
Shambles forward a little bit.
We're gonna pull out King Soldier, and they're gonna get as far as they can.
So, Men at Work was given a blueprint by Heffy, which shows this street and shelter and this specific spot here. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is monologuing at this as I take an action here.
Okay.
Which is... seems like it's exuding some sort of heat. Why don't you, find a little bit of a source for that? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place... basically, what it is it's an array of square steel boxes. About 50 of them. In an array, in a grid pattern, all around here. With a single chunk of heavy metal underneath the ground. In other words, I'm going to have Shelter install a giant heat sink around this thing. And basically a normal-sized heat sink in the real world, since we're all itty-bitty. But,
You will need to explain to me what that is. I've never heard of
a
that.
heat sink is a piece of metal that is designed specifically to cool down machinery, and it is a bunch of metal rods that then spread the heat out evenly and cool it off.
I see. Okay.
The heat sinks.
The heat sinks. So we know that there's a sewer underneath the ground. I'm gonna then have Men at Work walk up behind Cicero here, and I'm gonna have him target right here. Underneath Dukewind, right where he's putting his foot down.
Yeah.
I would like to use one-man wrecking crew. Create some structural weakness in the ground right there.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get his foot.
Technically, when he moves, it's like the body below him starts crawling.
It's like a full-on burnt-ass corpse down there, right?
That's sorta what it looks like. It looks less burnt and more rotted to the point of being black.
Ooh.
Since it's crawling, and it's moving pretty slowly, it's pretty easy, actually. Like, one of the four limbs kind of gets stuck, and then, like, up to its shoulder is just on the ground now.
Alright.
Jacob, I don't suppose that your buddy is very strong, are they?
Look at Act 4.
Oh.
I don't know, I I'm sorry. I don't know what you can do. I mean, like, physically. Like, do you think you could lift a decent chunk of ice?
It's, the slot machines on its chest go to 3 thumbs downs.
Yeah. Secondary and main action to build up a spin.
Toby and Poet are gonna move in sync, and kind of hearing Felix's thing, Toby's gonna dash, and Toby's gonna take Soldier's sword, and I'm gonna make it hot. I just want to slash a big chunk of the ice. This ice.
Okay. Whatever you were intending to do, yes.
Cool. Could I, with the escalation, cut it in a way of it kind of is a clean, almost prism shape?
I'll allow that.
I'm going to use a plot point. Leviathan is holding the word circular, and King is going to give him the word extend. And I would like to just basically create a circular extension of these prism ice all the way around.
Oh.
Mirrors?
Cicero's about to go off.
Felix, this work?
Thumbs up!
Look who comes a-charging in.
Oh boy, it's Providence.
It comes in sickle first towards Felix, but oh boy, there's an Act 4 in the way. Remember how Act 4 was kind of like, oh, I'm not that strong? You're seriously starting to doubt that now. He catches the sickle with one hand.
Yikes.
One of his 4 hands.
Yeah, no, seriously, were you just messing with me earlier? Or...
Shakes head no. And then, here's what happens with it. Large explosion.
Heat sink, do your work.
Yeah, let's see if I can defuse this fucking bomb.
There is an explosion. However, because of all the preparations that were made and the ice itself not wanting to break, while the explosion happens, it just kind of cracks the ice, and then the ice starts forming back.
Phew. Man, that was sad. Back in my day, the missiles used to have a little bit more chutzpah in them, you know?
An icicle from the sky forms. It forms high in the air, and it's heading straight towards Ghost.
Bob and weave.
You dodge and weave right out of the way, and the icicle goes straight into the other stand.
Self-inflicted damage.
Are these 3 stands fighting each other?
No, I think it's more of a Three Stooges type scenario.
I'm gonna let you know something because of Croc Rock, a new player on this battlefield.
Oh, joy!
Sort of. What you hear is running away. Also, and I feel like this is notable because this is a very different sound, they're running in heels.
Aha!
Well, there's L, probably.
Alright, just a bit of a heads up. Just a bit of a heads up for everybody. We've got currently one individual in high heels fleeing in that direction.
Oh, great.
Should I try to get Croc Rock organized to go try to track them down, maybe stop them?
Yes?
Yeah, probably.
Right. Crocodile Rock, follow that sound.
Croc Rock starts traveling through the wires, following the sounds, and you're starting to lose them. They're going faster than Croc Rock is, even with the wire.
Oi, I'm going to need somebody to help me out here going after them. Croc Rock isn't quick enough to keep up.
I mean, I guess I could try to keep up.
Felix and I could go. We're both pretty quick.
Alright.
I'm sure that I can with Act 3.
Oh, that's a good point. So, if you want to go after them, do you want me to handle this guy?
You've got this.
You've got this.
I'm glad that you have confidence in my abilities. Okay.
Jacob is going to hold to peace Felix and Toby when they get to him, because there's a window on the other side, Rook style.
Alright, well, good luck. Catch a go, and, try to figure out a way to, fix everybody.
Y'all better stay safe.
Toby will tap the hard hat.
If he just nods to them.
Have fun with the lasers.
My shoulders suddenly sprout.
What has happened is, from the tiny spot, sure, there is a little bit of a mushroom thing sprouting from it, but it seems that there is a vine of some kind also sprouting, and starting to crawl through your shirt towards your shoulder. More towards your shoulder. Like, more towards your, mechanical arm.
Oh, no. That don't do. I'm gonna use my built-in cryo I'm gonna point it at the wound and freeze the plant.
Okay, you take 7 damage. The plant matter and mushroom matter is very, very dead.
I rip it on my shoulder. I look at it. Snow miser. Take care of the trash. And someone's gonna flit over and bonk him across the face of the meter.
You hit him on the head, breaking off a lot of the mushroom and plant matter around the skull. It takes 5 damage.
Alright, he might as well gonna suck more heat.
Fuck that guy.
Cicero's attention is still on Duke, but Ghost, on the other hand, is going to be wondering, where did that ice shard just come from? Just try to scan the area, try to survey like the air, the sky, see if maybe we can ascertain like if there's something flying overhead that just sent that down.
Okay. You determine from looking around at the sky that what happened was it simply formed out of the snow. However, you do see what you are pretty sure is forming it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Fallen angel?
Looks like it.
It is currently inside of ice.
Oh, well, that looks like the third guy that you were talking about hearing earlier. Seems like he's in the middle of the square, completely immobilized. Well, that sounds like a job for a future time. Just looking out for falling ice. That's all. Maybe try to, I don't know, stick underneath a roof or something.
You alright, Tempest? That looked like a nasty hit.
I'll be fine.
You ugly motherfucker, I swear. Old people need to learn when they should just fall over dead. I'm just gonna click her mechanical fist.
That wasn't like an underhanded thing towards me, was it? Just like...
You're like the same age as Heffy.
You're not old. Effie can't yet. Effie would like, she's too pissed to be like, not you, it's okay, but it's not at you. Anyway, she's gonna run up and I'm gonna clobber this thing.
Okay. You go in for a punch, and you punch off some of the sprout.
And Heffy's just gonna go, you're pathetic. You're just mimicking what this dead body would do. You're not even the real guy. You're just a bunch of little things that think you're the real guy. Just like how you tried to take control of Tempest there? I don't think I didn't see that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am Duke Wind.
And Heffy, I'd say you're exactly 50% correct.
Interesting.
Aye, that's a good point, actually. Didn't you guys run into the reanimated corpses back down in Branded?
Yep.
Yes.
Or maybe old Chris Kringle over there has something to do with that.
So, at the start of its turn, you watch as the plant matter starts to reform. As it knits itself back together. It almost seems like it's coming out of nothing, of it's just recreating more matter, but that doesn't make sense. And then you're looking at it and it's sort of growing. It's like how when you look at a plant growing, it doesn't look like it's eating anything or anything, but it's still growing. It's almost like watching a time lapse of something grow.
Just sped up.
Yeah. With his large, big-ass fuck hand, he's just gonna try and swat Heffy away.
Oh no, the fuck hand.
Yep, the big-ass fuck hand.
Don't get hit by the fuck hand.
I don't want to get hit by the fuck hand. See, I've got this theory right now, right? But acting on it is really hard as Hephaestus. Because I need fire. Yeah, fuck it. Perfect world.
Okay.
in stopped time. This guy, he's posturing himself like he's this big, invincible guy, like nothing in the world can stop him. And I want to call his bluff. I want to say that this big old face here is a fucking facade. So I want to duck under the arm in stopped time, and I want to go specifically to the point where the roots connect to the corpse. I have a feeling it's feeding off of this corpse. I have a feeling that if I sever the connection between this body and the corpse, it won't be able to regenerate.
Cut off its food source.
I'll cut off its food source, yes.
That's a good
That's
idea.
my theory, and that's why I want to use fire. So, what I'm thinking of is, in stopped time, I don't currently have access to fire, but I can make it easier for Tempest to get in here. So what I'm going to do is I stop time. I'm going to try and hit its swing in the back so that its swing gets stuck in the ground. Basically propelling its swing, giving it more momentum, and having it slam into the ground so it gets stuck. Time unfreezes, the momentum's still going, and she would yell out, "Tempest, its roots! Burn them!"
With pleasure.
Tempest, there's a bunch of plant matter coming towards you. What do you do?
So Magus is going to flash freeze the air around him to catch and weigh down.
You're able to freeze most of it. However, some of it comes in and hits you in the chest. And a bit near the shoulder again.
Tempest, I need to teach you how to run this company. You're going to take over for me one day.
Already have, and doing a damn sight better than you ever did.
Don't be ridiculous, you're still a child.
And Tempest, it's starting to burrow into you again.
I'm gonna use my cybernetic arm to start ripping it off of me.
Okay. Tempest, you're able to rip most of it out. For a moment, it seems like, oh, I'm fine. Because there's no more opening wound.
No.
Please heal for 2.
You can't actually do this to Amy twice.
Apparently I can.
So how's that heatsink going?
The heatsink working pretty well.
Cool!
Heat is
I'm
sinking?
gonna just add one little adjustment.
Okay.
Just another, one last little bit of metal. Going right out towards Heatmeister's hand.
I getcha.
Felix is just going to... There we go.
Duke says,
You have to learn how to do things properly. I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to turn you into what you should be.
Oh, yeah, I throw the mask they just took off towards Tempest and just... Tempest, don't listen to him. I think you already know exactly who you need to be for once.
Tempest catches the mask. You know it's laughable. All these years spent in proximity, and you never learned who your own son was. Let me show you. And I'll put on the mask. Oh, I love
Oh my
it!
god, you turned him into an anime.
Oh god, you made him hot.
So I'd probably stop, like, here-ish, then.
yeah.
Felix, obviously, gauntlets on from Centuries breaking through the glass, so the next people have
Yeah.
it slightly easier.
It's just glass. It's
just
fine.
glass. Yeah, the entire time, Felix looks very uncomfortable.
Toby.
Hello, I'm back over here. Jacob, go.
Yes. The stand. The one with the sickle for hand.
Oh dear.
Takes the sickle and slams it into the ground. Men at work, Jacob and Bagolgi. Swords come out of the ground.
I'm gonna have men at work draw on the blueprint that Heffy handed off to Shelter. Real quick. A big box where Jacob, Bagolgi, and himself are, and it's gonna be labeled boxing glove. And I'm gonna try and signal for Shelter to try and push us all this way.
I was going to try to use my cybernetic arm to grab a hold of, like, the top of the window where I am right now and try to, like, latch myself on top of, like, the side of the building.
Jacob's only immediate response is to try and castle. A good job, Jacob. You did it. Unfortunately, he gets stabbed before anything can happen. He and takes 4 damage. Men at work, you, with Shelter's help, take 6 damage.
I definitely have a trait somewhere in here that I just don't know about. That's definitely going to get me out of this one, guys. I swear.
It's your height one. It's your height flaw.
Flaw.
An inch difference.
1 inch difference.
Matters here and only here.
Being an inch shorter would definitely hurt in this scenario.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Not only do you take 4 damage, but also, when you get stabbed, your cybernetic arm, suddenly blades shoot out of it. In a formation that they will stab you.
I'm going to use a resolve to break my cybernetic arm off and negate 10 damage. You hijacked my 3D printer! You bastard! You made the metallic alloys in my cybernetic arm turn into blades, but only after you had already stabbed me with one of them. You can't just do it willy-nilly, you actually have to stab the metal thing that you want to turn into knives, or blades, or sharp things.
You are correct.
Next.
Time for another explosion!
Heat sink.
No.
Ice shards fly everywhere, and this man, he picks up his missile. The missile part starts firing, and it's very clear he's gonna use the momentum of that to attack his target. His target.
Oh. Huh? They are fighting, they are Three Stoogesing it.
He's bonked, and it explodes. And the guy only takes 4 damage. Effie, it feels really cold. Specifically around your arm.
Lay off on
Your
my
robotic arm is getting
metal.
really cold.
Lay off my metal. Can I roll with cybernetics to overclock it and try and heat it up?
You realize what's happening. You glance back to the one over there, which you saw at some point.
Fucking bastard up there.
And then you start to overclock the machine. It's still a bit cold. You take 1 damage, but that's far better than what it would have been if you did nothing.
I'm down with that. I can take 1 damage any day.
Yeah.
Alright. Golgi sees that these two are fighting now and is just going to hide inside the building.
So, passive cold for Snow Miser. Can I reach over to the ice right there and pull more from there?
I'll let you get 3.
I'm gonna spray down my boy with the cryo to hopefully charge him up. I'm gonna spend a resolve and I'm gonna do this.
Fuck him up.
For but a moment, world kinda looks different. You see this for a second. And there's thoughts in your head of like what you were like as a child. Your child mindset of trying to please you. Tempest, can you please roll bravery? You start to see the real world again. You just think, you can't do it. You can't bring yourself to hurt your dad. That's your dad.
Fuck you.
You're also gonna hear Heffy go, Tempest, what are you waiting for? Blast him!
The thing inside, it sort of feels like there's something under your skin going up your neck.
Hefe! Make a hole in the power grid and shock me!
What?
Some of those things are still wriggling. I can't seem to get control fully.
She locks eyes with him. You had better well make sure that you're up to this.
Don't worry, Hephaestus. I've got this. Just need a little boost, is all.
She'll message back to men at work, just with the headphones, and just be like, all right, buddy, I need you to make an open power line right beneath Tempest.
I think I can do that.
Try not to fry him too bad.
I'm going to place my robotic arm against the ground to serve as a ground to conduct electricity once it's there. And I'm gonna call Stillbuzzer back in order to shield me from any more of those parasites.
Cicero.
Ghost is going to move over here to make sure that these two don't kill each other.
Okay.
Currently speaking, the buffs and debuffs that would be active on both of these would be the -5 to power due to the temperature, as well as I believe the +5 in durability, because there's only currently 2 other entities within the field. so that they would both be weakened and buffed. Their defense would be buffed. So that if they continue fighting, this fighting shall be eternal. It shall never end, because they won't be able to do a damn thing to each other. Act 1 is specifically going to target the bits of the fungal parasite that can be seen on the skin, on the surface of these entities, of these stands, and it's going to specifically try to fry and tear that away. It's going to be 6 unopposed. And looking over, seeing that they're trying to figure out a way to set Duke on fire, an idea is going to spring in his head. It's going to spring forth. I'm going to spend a plots point to say that he has brought with him a vial of salt from Kimura. And he's just going to go over here like, oh, you guys, I was looking around through my equipment for different things to use to maybe banish the sucker back to whatever death he should be experiencing right now. If you want him to stop growing, try putting some of this on him. Cicero is going to toss over the vial of salt to Heffy.
Catches it with a mechanical hand.
And, I don't know, maybe ingesting some of this, maybe there's still some, like, maybe if you toss it over to Tempest, he can ingest some of this, and then the spirits can duke it out in his system.
You see her calculating for a second. Salt iodizes under electricity. You know what? He's right. Tempest, eat this! She tosses the salt to Tempest! I'm gonna pseudoscience the shit out of this!
Catch it.
Alright, well, seems they figured out something to do with it. I'm back to my roof.
So, can you please?
So what
please
salt?
explain.
So under electricity, salt iodizes, and this is a process that would cause it to expand, thus theoretically purging that bullshit out of Tempest. If Tempest touches the live wire I'm about to make him.
I'm already prepped. I'm already touching the ground.
It just feels
All
good
right.
to be a pseudo-chemist. That's not.
Editor's note: this is bullshit. Don't actually do this.
Right, but it's paranormal salt. It's been blessed by a spirit.
FPS.
Alright, I'm gonna electrocute Tempest.
You feel decently better, and then you have met some requirements.
Huh?
The plant mushroom thing inside of you is probably gone. Most of it, anyway. But there is still a little bit left. There's still a little bit in your system. That little bit starts to get bigger. And the reason that you can tell this is because you look at where your cybernetic arm disconnected and everything, and you see some plant matter at the base of your arm. And then there's a bit more. You feel like this should hurt, but it doesn't. As the base of your cybernetic arm starts to get pushed off, and you see as rapidly vines expand from you and form an arm. Tempest, you have ranked down in Cyborg.
Owned.
And you have ranked up in something else.
Huh? Nani?
Fun being a plant fucker.
You roll me 2d6.
Can't believe it just reanimated your goddamn arm.
If I'm going to have to teach you to run this company my way, then I'll just have to.
And you feel inside your head, you can feel the emotion behind his words. Literally. He, once again, is going to throw plant matter at you.
I'm gonna have the boys swing their meters around like to try to basically like a fan to fucking knock off.
Some of it gets by you, and some of it hits your arm and starts to grow into your arm. You take 3 damage to your new temp HP.
I see.
And you can still just feel Duke's mind. You feel mild frustration. You feel an annoyance. But notably, you don't feel anything accustomed to murderous intent in any way, shape, or form.
So that's how you always felt. Annoyed? Well, if it's you, I don't mind being annoying.
Tempest, why can't you just do the simple task? It's not hard.
And he's gonna spend a resolve. Duke looks over at the big ice shard thing and it basically just evaporates. This old man with a cane is on the ground, and he looks at you with disgust. Feel yourself start to walk.
No, fuck you.
And you feel the boys behind you.
Now, if you're not going to know how to file some simple paperwork,
And you are suddenly back here again. And you hear,
I don't want to have to punish you, Tempest, but you have to learn how to do this.
and then you're back in the real world
Come on, I don't want to do. No.
where the boys are pointed towards the man on the ground.
If you can, run if you can. I'm not in control.
Tempest, you have one shot to stop this from happening.
You may have control of my arm, but you don't have my mind. Boys, firestorm! I'm gonna have the boys flit over to Duke, spending all 10 points. Now, earlier in the series, I did this once before, and I made a tornado, perfectly balanced of the hot and cold. I'm going to tweak it a little bit, change the balance. Instead of a normal tornado, this will be a spiraling storm of fire.
I'm gonna step
Need hot and
back.
cold to control.
I am willing to make this sort of like savior mechanics, where the others can try and help in a way.
Give me a hand!
Felix gave Tempest the mask because Felix was trying to show Tempest they already know who they were.
I'll give a +2 for that.
I would like
think
to,
that's
I like to add on to that. There's a thought that's rushing through Tempest's mind, seeing who he really is.
yeah.
I am the man that I forged myself, not the one you tried to create.
Ghosts appear and fade away. She's gonna whisper under her breath as she's sitting back there. And as Tempest turns back around, looking at the boys, just with his head, rest of the body doing whatever it wants, I'm gonna have Heavy go. Come on, Tempest. Now you can see who you really are. And you're better than what he thinks you are. And I'm gonna have ghosts appear and fade away and make 2 ghosts. One of Tempest without the mask, and one of Tempest with the mask so they can finally see what they look like.
Salt from Kimura would have connections with the river spirit Kyamaru.
Kyamaru moment, Kyamaru
Do you feel
moment.
like this action of kind of embracing becoming like a free spirit like this would kind of fit the creed of Kyamaru? And maybe we can get a Kyamaru assist on this?
You've pleased the river
As you
spirit
know,
and
Duke
being a
is kind of
free
like-
spirit, yo!
Duke is kind of a sworn enemy of all spirits, so I feel like this is significant to that.
The Kyamaru brain cell agrees.
If the Kyamaru brain cell, I think that I think
Kyamaru is very, you know how Eve treats spirits as very strong-natured, right? Kyamaru is very intensely one thing.
yeah.
Yes, Tempest?
Can I talk to you?
Proceed.
I know you wanted to set up an arranged marriage, but there's something you should know. Father, I'm gay.
Duke raises an eyebrow.
You're gay.
Yes, I'm into men. I can't do this, it wouldn't be right.
Just because you marry someone doesn't mean you have to love them, Tempest.
Yes, and that's why Mother's still here, isn't it?
Tempest?
No! I'm sick of this, Father! Sick of trying to please you! Sick of being what you want me to be, instead of who I am myself! It is destroying me! I am not this perfect little scion that you tried to make me! I am me! I am Tempest! And I will not be anything else any longer!
Duke simply stands there for a bit. You're not exactly sure what's going on behind his eyes, but he doesn't say anything
I won't
for
marry her.
a few moments. Do what you will.
From now on, my path's my own.
You look into this old man Stan's eyes, as for a few moments there are in your head, like, your own thoughts being forcefully convinced that you should, but at the last moment, you're able to tear away and target him.
Boys, light 'em up! It's true that I'm my father's son, but I am not my father. My actions are my own. Let this burn away the sins of the past!
And all of these stands, who very clearly, as soon as they're thawed out, kind of glare and really don't like you. They look at Tempest. The looks start to go away. They just don't look antagonistic anymore.
Cool. Here's a Requiem attack. Oh!
Ooh, I do have to get rid of Duke's entire field for this. His stands kind of like basically just start going towards him, kind of. What you see is you see him burning away through the spire and everything, and the plants are trying to knit themselves back together, but it's not working that well. He's surviving, but he's gonna be dead real soon.
Tempest, what are you doing? You just need... I'm trying to do what's best for you.
And you feel in his head, you can feel his emotions, and then you realize it. You realize why he's been focusing on you, why he's talking like this. Those flashes that you're getting, that's what he's seeing. He doesn't think he's dead. And he's certainly alive for now, but he won't be for long, so long as he stays there.
I'm gonna walk up next to Tempest. I think this is the only fitting thing I can do on its turn. I'm gonna light a cigarette in the fire and hand it to Tempest.
Tempest is going to accept it. Take a drag. You only ever saw things the way you wanted to. Even now, you can't accept that you're already dead.
What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. You'll find out soon enough. Now burn in the flames of hell that should have taken you in the first place!
His stance starts to go towards him and everything. Duke yells,
Don't just stand there, do something. Come on, what do I pay you for?
and I'm gonna reveal the fun thing. His stand is completely sentient and has orders but can choose to not.
Oh.
If I get a 6 or higher, that is his brains. His brains is 0. They are gonna try and stop the fire. They also have a brains of 0, and they're not really good at doing that.
As I see Ice Boy coming in, can Heavy just like hold out like a hard hat with some snow in it? Just hold it out to him and just be like, "Hey, just sit back and watch it burn."
Are you trying to convince it?
Yes.
6 or higher.
I'm gonna resolve for it. I don't have anything better to do. I'll take the damage.
The other two, as they start to burn, look at that one, who they hate. But
Oh well, look at that. Even all of Santa's little helpers are turning against him.
Tempest, your arm starts to reknit itself.
Dude.
Cool.
You feel great.
I'm gonna hold up the arm. Control the fungus in it. I'm gonna have the fungus release spores into the fire to intensify the flames.
You can feel anger as... hey, remember that shelter cheering for the person who's currently winning? Or not currently winning, but currently has shelter's favor as a group? Tempest, you get that.
How much is that?
Because everyone around is looking at you and they start cheering you on, cheering to burn him, to avenge people, all that sort of stuff.
Tempest just takes a massive draw of the cigar, leaves it out. Sorry, Pops. You're fired. And I will chuck the cigar into the flames as it burns him alive.
You do so, and as it burns him, for a moment, you get a feeling of understanding from the seeming connection that you two have thanks to this plant thing. And he says to himself,
Maybe you did turn out okay.
Better than you know.
and he burns to ash. And the last thought that you get is a strange, almost pride floats off into the air, completely burnt to ash. Not even the body that it was stemming from remains. And Starless, Providence, and Fallen Angel, they all look at you, Tempest, and they all do a salute as they, too, slowly turn to ash.
Well, that's that taken care of.
Merry Christmas, I guess. Did you get what you wanted?
Yeah. You could say I did.
You know, there really is nothing like a nice roaring fire to really set the festive mood.
Sometimes to move forward, you gotta burn away the past.
Are you quite alright down here, sir?
Yeah, are you okay, sir?
He starts to stand up. I'm alright.
Here, I don't think you can actually touch me, but just pretend I'm helping you up.
Tempest, 1 second.
Yeah.
Doing good. You doing alright?
Yeah. I think I'm fine.
Okay, she's gonna smack him across the face.
Ow! What the fuck?
Never ask me to electrocute you ever again!
Alright. Hold still. Let's remove that freaky arm of yours. Come here. No, he's not actually gonna do that. Just kidding.
Tempest, by the way, you have full control of that arm. There is no wandering sense of, ooh, I'm gonna make you kill someone, ooh, spooky. There's none of that at all.
There's not a single trace of his consciousness left in it?
Not a one.
I'll let that out of the way. And then she's gonna give Tempest a hug.
Yeah.
No, but actually hold still. You're hurt.
Hold on a minute, man. Actually, that feels kind of nice.
Shit.
You maybe keep chatting that line.
Stand here, grabs both of your hands, and looks into your eyes, and he goes,
That man, once upon a time, took away my other half. Thank you.
Of course. Like I said before, I'm my father's son, not my father himself. And he rightly pays the price.
He shakes your hand, and, well, is gonna go, just to a place where he can sit down. A lot of the stands who used to be looking at you like you were the scum of the earth, even before any of this happened, some of them were wary of you. But there's none of that now.
He really really didn't know what was going on, did he?
Nope. Just as he was in life, completely clueless to the world around him.
What do you think drives a man like that?
I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I think I'm better off not knowing.
Even at the old, if you can't even comprehend it, you won't be that bad anyway type deal?
Something like that, yeah.
I can respect it.
Hey, pardon me.
Yeah.
I have still a few things with me from Kamura. I know you didn't like the man at all, but I think we'd want, after seeing that, to make sure that he safely passes on to the next world. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go over and just say a few things.
Sure. Just remember, hell's waiting for him.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
keep the devil waiting.
And if I have to be the ticket man, so be it. Please don't come back. Please don't come back. Please don't come back. Please don't come back. Alright, and yep, that's that.
Cicero accidentally resurrects Duke again.
Okay. Oh my god. Please don't come back. Please don't
He's
come back.
currently with his foot sweeping up the debris of his broken arm. Hey, comms guy, do you have any updates on what's going on with the whole chase? Oh, yeah. Hey guys, let me. Buckle's just gonna flick through channels on his earpiece. Let me try to listen on that.
This old man is sitting over here like a fucking quest giver.
True.
Wait a minute. There we go. That's better.
Yeah, two old men. They sit down.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm actually just I'm like 40.
Oh.
Oh.
But you're a ghost, so you know.
Oh, I'm quite old considering. I'm 12.
You know what?
Stress
of life. Stress of life. You know, gray hairs, all that.
Oh my god.
Of course, I count from when I was severed.
Of course. Yes.
This old man, he is
You know
12.
what? Let's let year 13 be a good one. You know? Forget all that superstitious nonsense.
Yep. You guys
L chasers. I don't
follow
know
the
this.
heels. It eventually leads you to, well, there's really only one place you could have gone.
Jacob, do you know what's here?
If I remember correctly, this is the old opera house.
Fitting.
It's also a theater, if I remember correctly, but it was mostly used for operas.
There were opera singers?
On occasion.
Huh. Surprisingly fancy.
Well, some like a little more class. I came here once or twice, but, well, most of the singers ended up leaving for one reason or another. Nothing bad, I hope.
I haven't. He keeps falling off my head.
I noticed.
He's a wobbly potato. Felix, here, actually, can you hold him for a second?
Yeah.
Hello, Act 4.
Toby is going to just unceremoniously reach down their sleeve and pull out the King's Scepter.
The slot machines have potatoes on them.
You okay, Felix?
No, not really, but I will be fine in a...
Toby holds out a hand.
Safety hand.
Yeah. Sentries, which have been on both arms, kind of shoots off the one onto only just the left. So I was like, grab Toby's hand.
On we go.
Yep.
So I predict we should watch out for trapdoors, falling pianos, and a bitch.
Indeed.
Am I making too much of a joke out of this?
Perhaps, but
Act 4, would you hold the potato?
He holds gently.
Yeah.
Seems empty.
it does.
Looks
Oh,
could
wait.
be deceiving.
Victor! You get an eye. Can you see her?
Yeah, my
I can't
range ain't that good, bud.
Yeah, kind of. Unfortunately, not within range.
Alright. I'm not going first.
The gauntlet shifts to a shield. Man, I never got to use that much before. I'm so sorry for the emotional turmoil I'm going through right now. This has to be.
Bro,
very
we already had
uncomfortable.
this conversation.
I know, but it's arguably worse right now.
Yeah, that's fair. You're having fucking egg issues. Okay, sure. There's kind of bigger fish to fry.
Yep, which is why I'm trying to bottle that up and focus on the big picture.
None of your habits are healthy.
Oh, I have a feeling I know what you were looking at.
Yeah.
And I recognize this thing.
It was a good layout. I wanted to reference it.
Felix kind of stops right here and just thinks for a second. Where did we leave Kill the Lights?
I believe that she was
Asleep?
with. Yes, asleep.
I think Shelter would have diverted them once we got her demystified.
True.
Good word.
De-escalated? I don't know.
I feel like demystified is a good word.
Demystified's pretty good. You are all about words, so you should know them better than I do.
You hear like a switch being flipped. The stage lights. As she steps the edge. Penny, go. You got art.
Yeah, let me get girl.
And he did some art.
So
for
pretty.
you. Thank you, Vard.
Does drug once.
He's very Christmas
Die.
themed. And the fluffy
Just the
trim.
colors and the flute.
Looks like a casino, like, dame that sits at the back smoking a cigar on a cigar holder type.
Wonderful, that's what I was going for.
Yeah.
Hey, did good.
Smoking a fucking pack a
Don't
day.
even bring us back to the beginning of this episode, please. I don't need Soldancula in my life.
Speaking of
He's
the rest
no longer
of the beginning
here.
of this episode,
Tali, he's no longer here. He can no longer hurt you.
yeah, guys. So live.
I know how Roman numerals
That sounds
work.
like a you problem.
I know how Roman numerals work.
It's just a man.
It's just a man.
I like the single slash.
Yep.
Is his fucking toes out?
I don't think he has
This is a
anything.
layman.
There's nothing. This is just a man? This is just a guy.
This is just some guy's
What if
shadow.
it was just a guy and it was just trolling us with the obvious single eye theming and it was just like, nah, just some
He just
guy.
lost an eye.
Just Killian's work friend.
Yeah.
Howard.
Oh, yeah, I
Howard
forgot
and
that
his-
happened.
Howard.
Yeah.
Tell me that, please.
Yeah. Here you go.
Oh, I want more. Oh, wait, no, it is all there. I just was not leaning forward enough.
Yeah. I shadowed it because if you look closely, I didn't do his toes.
Is he
even
just-
though he's not wearing shoes? So like.
It looks like he's just
don't
being
pay attention to that
puppeted.
part.
What a goober.
Goddamn.
I love
Howard's a
Howard.
goofy boy. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
You're just wearing shorts. Why are you doing that?
Yep.
Okay, pervert.
Meanwhile, Howard, not a single perverse thought in his mind.
Yeah. Except yum.
Except,
That's how he's doing, yeah.
Four.
He wants to eat you without the out.
And then there were the.
I'm not perverted.
things
I'm just
that-
completely fucked up.
The things that 24K was like, oh god, they're free.
Oh yeah, how many of those was there?
We
were
saw
four.
glimpses. We saw glimpses of some little things here and there.
Indeed.
What a fun segment that was.
Yeah, I practiced that segment quite a few times. I went back and forth on how to do parts of it. I think it turned out pretty well.
I can see why you would be nervous about it and just not wanting to show too much of it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Not wanting to linger on one thing for that long.
Even the arts, as you will see, I did that with
Mr. Fear.
Mr. Fear.
Mr. Fear.
Nice. What is going on there?
Jeez.
I want to see that closer.
If you'd like a closer look,
Nice.
I can send the transparent.
It's just a bunch of people.
You know, if you would like to see the transparent for this one.
In the
Hello, my name
background
is.
as well. Hello, my name is Mr. Fear.
His name is what? His name is Huh?
Shady.
Oh no, it can't be.
I hope it's not, but it could be. Did you put Slim Shady in the game, Westley?
God, he is kind of slim and shady.
He is kind of shady!
There's no way.
No, please do. That's the ultimate power move to say fuck you to the LM series, because goddamn.
He was forward under the floorboard.
Next was the thing with a bunch of rat bodies around it.
Yeah.
This one was not named, so its file name has been changed. And as you will see, with all of these, I went a route where most of them are obscured. The one in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, they like these. Like it's
These are
this is
cool.
like going to like a doctor's appointment and just being like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my sunglasses.
So many fingers.
So many lenses.
So much music.
Then there was the one with the zombie. By the way, one of my favorite lines that I gave was, "Oh, okay, that's just a zombie." Still don't know how those got there.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love Mr. Fear. I think that's my favorite one.
That honestly, that one's my favorite
It's
too.
so good.
There's at least 86 of these things.
Love him.
Feel good ink.
Give me my dog.
Look at him, there he is.
Yes,
Give me
yes,
my dog.
yes, yes.
My dog.
Look at him, he's a little guy.
I love this one so much.
So
This
cute.
is so
lad.
good. I think the funniest part about this is that 24K was sprinting in fear from this.
Exactly. Thank you. Every time that I showed this art to someone new, I would describe it like, yes, these horrifying things from this horrifying place. Behold this freak of nature. Little guy.
He runs at you like a
Sick
lizard.
and twisted creature.
If you steer for too long, you might become one of them. From the deepest bowels of Branded comes this monster. You might think it's just a normal squirrel, but in actuality, this is a kill squirrel.
The other two with tokens, they are a little weird. A little freaky.
Everybody wants to be a worm.
Tali, are you okay?
No, I'm losing my
Tali has
mind.
lost it. No
10:30
reaction.
It's 10:30. It's
I
Tally's
normally
time
go
to get
to
off time.
bed now.
That is very true. Worm with string.
And it's like got a weird goopy heart like egg pool thing. I don't like it.
It's got a membrane.
It is lust.
I'm assuming that's lust. Yeah, there's the lips back there. Yep, that's lust. I'm curious what the threads are and how that symbolizes lust.
You've heard of worm
thought
on
they
a
were like
string.
paper
Now
lanterns.
string on a worm.
They are supposed to be spools of thread.
So there could be Stitchy got a broken
Red
heart.
string of fate,
Uh,
maybe? But...
If we want to go a fucked up route, Stitchy got Libby after a birth.
Oh, actually, maybe. Knowing Killian, I could see that being like a C-section reference somehow. I can't believe those words came out of my mouth,
The
but
point where Kitty gets to show new.
it's a
Oh,
Killian thing.
Fucking-
Look, it's Please don't let me
Actually,
for
no,
this.
now that I look at it.
Correct you.
Toby.
It's actually Ambeth Listador.
Look at this
With the
top.
coat I drew mid-session.
Yeah, with the coat you drew mid-session,
God.
and then we're like, hey, can have this?
Hey, cat. Nice balls.
Nice balls, cat.
Balls?
Nice balls.
Oh yeah, nice Toby as well.
There.
I love this Toby.
Alright. This is, in fact, the art that Rohan was going to do, but because he had work, could not. So I took the sketch yesterday, and then I made this.
Oh shit.
The fucking men.
That makes sense. This looks like a Rohan composition.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it now, because I was just going to be like, this is really different for you, Wesley.
But actually, the poses were exactly my suggestion.
Barrier trio looking motherfucker.
Because...
Yes, I love these guys.
Let me just...
Wait, does he
yeah,
have
here it is.
3 legs? Oh, is he all feet?
Oh shit! Wait. I didn't
Oh
make
my
the connection.
god. Oh my god.
Well, let's be real.
I was like, I'm gonna make 3 superbly buff
Oh my
soldiers.
god, it's the pillar toys.
Funny men.
Missile
There's nothing
being
funny about
used
this
like
man.
a-
I love the corpse. Oh my god.
Wow.
And the fucking
What?
viscera on that like gaping open mushroom hole, because like there are like blood shrooms that look like that, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, fun fact, you pointed this out in the last episode when the shadow art happened. Fun fact, he got a slight redesign because Rohan wanted to. But you pointed out, like, it was named Vomit, and you were like, that's a weird name to pick. It's because when it was sent to me by Rohan, he abbreviated Plant Duke to Puke.
Well, I must commend Rohan for puke. Puke is pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, Rohan, we enjoyed your puke.
True.
What a rant.
10 out of 10 would puke again.
I really
You know
hate
what,
this
if you wanna-
conversation.
It's fair.
And I'm so sad that Richard isn't here.
Because of this part, yeah.
Figured out what they're based on. They're based on the stages of grief. Duke is denial because he thinks that he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Starless is anger, blowing things up and all. Providence is bargaining. It can only make stuff out of what's around it. So it has to bargain with its surroundings. That one's the one that I like the least, but, you know, it kind of works. Fallen Angel is depression, snow. And the final in this is Tempest is acceptance.
Okay. That's
Oh,
what
I
thinking it might
knew-
have been.
Because I knew that this would result in, because I've had this planned for so goddamn long, for Tempest to get a cool moment where he proves himself to Shelter by taking down his father.
Yeah.
He's made of corn.
And then Richard made it
works.
even better by independently going, hey, I have a plan. And then we conspired against Amy.
This is very true. This did
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, so Amy, you've been conspired against and tricked, deceived.
You've been
Wouldn't be-
gaslit,
See,
gate
it
kept,
Wouldn't be the first time.
gunk blasted.
So here's what happened. Richard came to me and was like, hey, I have this plan, and the plan involves giving Tempest a mask. And he specifically was like, I want to surprise Amy with it as like a cool moment. So I came up with the idea of, okay, if I ask Amy what Tempest with a mask on would look like, then it's pretty obvious. In fact, if most of us do. So I went to Penny.
You
because
motherfucker!
Sorry,
because I
Amy.
knew that if Penny asked, you wouldn't suspect anything.
I wasn't completely lying, by the way. I still needed it for that.
And then he gave me your response to Penny. And I cobbled together what I thought that would look like, which, ironically, is a lot closer to how I originally imagined Tempest when you were first talking about him. think you'd appreciate that.
Yeah, it is closer to my original vision for Tempest.
He's so cute. Are they?
Penny.
Penny,
I
you've been here
can't
for how
help
long?
Penny,
it.
your love of androgyny is showing.
You've been here for how long and you're already causing mischief and trouble?
Good, one of us.
Oh shit,
Yes.
they do have the
That's going to
lesbian
have to be a word with
haircut.
the principal for you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, please.
I honestly really like this art, Tempest.
Yeah, as soon as I saw it, I told Tali, oh my god, Amy's gonna fucking
This
love
is the goofiest shit ever, and I feel like it's perfect.
He looks so cool and like,
I'm glad you like.
my person.
I can't share everything that I want to, but which I will after the fight, so we'll kind of come back to this art. But this art took a long time, and I think it came out very well.
Oh,
wow.
Oh. Jesus tap dancing Christ, those tits are bigger.
That or her waist got smaller.
I like the I like
It's
the
actually
face
the
more.
waist got smaller.
Really? Because the tits are hilariously big now.
Listen,
I actually
That'd
saw.
be some titties.
I actually put it next to the other one. Yeah, I scaled it properly. Yeah, the only thing that changed proportionally is I shrunk
I
the
like the
waist.
leggings.
Hey, you know, there's at least one woman that I know of that
Oh, yeah, I
has
love the
tits that
tights.
big.
Well, yeah, but still, it's a very
Fun
goofy.
fact: it is the alternating color pattern. I was inspired by a suggestion that Penny made.
Yeah. This is like clowncore.
Very good.
Oh my god,
say
wait a
clowncore?
minute! The sparkles on the dress are bunnies!
Yeah!
Oh!
Bunnies!
Yep, I drew bunnies and then I pasted them and yeah.
How many did you
That's
draw?
so cute.
Okay.
There will be a breaking and entering.
why does this imagery of an angelic die like stick out to me as something I've seen before? Like the face with the single eye and the big cube head, like it's reminding me of something. I don't know what, but
That is interesting. Because that's such a specific thing to be reminded
yeah,
of.
but like that
Yeah.
exactly, like no variations, just literally like an angelic dice. I don't know where.
It took so long, guys. The vines wrap around the legs properly.
Wesley,
It took so long.
you know you don't have to do that, right?
But I feel so good after I do.
You're ridiculous.
He just wants to whine and complain about it a little bit.
Yeah. Fun fact, I did actually make a simpler version and everything, and then I finished the rest of the art, and then I was like, I both have a lot more time, and I feel like this will be good.
Hey, champ. Listen. Art is a hell of our own creation.
True.
I know. I have 700 textures to do before I'm even done with the block,
we're
with like a
bringing it
portion of the
back.
texture
We're
pack
bringing
I'm
it
working on.
back.
Yeah.
This is my fault. But we do this to ourselves. Because we're sick. Because we're fucked
Sick,
up.
twisted little
Because
bastards.
society made us this way.
Are we gonna talk about the boa scarf? The orange striped boa scarf?
Hey, Katie got it.
It's the same colors as the lust worm.
Yeah.
Worm.
I have.
I don't want to imagine like she's been recently wormed and also has symphony.
Well, think
in her?
about this, right? At the very start, it was implied that the worm did something to her living body that it has not done before. It has some connection to the worm. Whether or not she's actually lust, I don't know, but there's definitely a
I
connection.
bet it is.
I think it would be interesting if she was lust, but not for the reasons you'd think, you know? Like, it's not lusty like sexy lust. It's lust like...
Desire.
Lust for power.
No, desire to be normal.
I am, okay, alright. I'm moving different. This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Oh
I'm
my
a
God.
dog. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath. We're smoking symbiotes. Smoking that Whoopi Goldberg sauce Egyptian burger deluxe mega. Million scratch and skunk Baba Kush. We're smoking dung beetles.
Oh my god!
I'm on 12 Vicodin smoking on Scooby-Doo's dick. We're smoking Shaquille Banshee boogers. We're shorting that good buffalo soldier.
Sam, what the fuck is going on in here?
I can't! I don't know how to say that word! Tamarind Jordanine Jimmy! We're snorting that good buffalo soldier Tamarind Jordanine Jimmy's. Oh god. They must have amnesia.
Richard fucking imploding.
They forgot that I'm him. That Burberry backwards back hitting that pussy smell like Hellcat V8.
So hey everyone at the end of the episode, Richard's completely
Hey, everyone
lost
at the
it.
end of the
No one's the
episode.
Lord's bubbles.
How you guys doing?
No.
Richard's doing the thing that
God. Oh, I tried.
What
I got
even?
a little bit.
What is
Dracula.
it called again?
Dracula
Dracula
flow.
flow.
Dracula flow.
This one specifically.
Thank you.
Oh, there's more than one?
There's
I'm scared.
4.
Wait, it's a
I'm
song?
I'm scared for the sanity of my friend.
It's a song?
Apparently.
There's no way.
I'll pray for y'all in therapy.
I'm on the Georgetown Geronimos. I'm on the Nashville Nibblers. I left my Margilias in the Ben's truck. I'll have to stunt on them next
I don't
time.
know if you want to bet he just pulled out an article from a newspaper. He's just reading like the top headlines. Doesn't know what the fuck he's saying.
I don't give a fuck if I go blind. I don't need to see the price tag anyway. I'm high on 12 Jason Bournes, looking to beat the cum out of a dick fresh hole.
What?
We're smoking filtered crack, you stupid piece of shit. I'll fucking kill you.
If there ever was any motivation to try, Richard, you
I
don't have to
feel like I'm
motivate me
having
to
a-
go faster. I'm going as fast as I can.
I feel like I'm having a stroke listening to this. I feel like I'm having a fucking stroke. Does anyone else smell toast?
God, that pussy the Matrix, because I'm in this bitch and I can't get out.
Biden
That
demands it.
Dracula flow never stops. It keeps flowing like water.
What the
The end of a waterfall. You'll think that is going to end, but no, there's no end. Just a second, Dracula. I've already gone blind from the amount of doinks I've smonked, and you're not ready for my absolute sick flow, boy.
Oh god, it's so stupid.
Where one sub falls, another will take his place.
I just have
The
to message
infinite.
Parker real quick and just send him a fuck you.
It stands still.
No! No!
Roll a d6, Wesley. 6 or higher.
Does he listen?
Does he listen?
The answer's no, fuck you, Richard. I'll fucking kill you!